Hi folks, we are back here at the Acoustic Shop, and we are here with our good buddy Justin George. We're going to be talking about banjos. We were glad to have Justin come in. He's an incredible banjo player and close friend of the shop, and this was our opportunity for you guys not to have to deal with us doing banjo demos anymore. Today we're going to talk about the new Sullivan Festival Banjo. This one's a mahogany banjo, which is really cool. So tell them a little bit about that.
Well, it's got a mahogany neck, mahogany resonator. Very, very simple but elegant, I guess you would say. It's got like the old the Gibson gold pattern that came on like the RB1s. It's got, I'm pretty sure it's like a 26th and, what'd we say, 26th and 3/8 scale.
Yeah, they're saying they're Gibson pre-war scale length is what they're actually speccing that out at.
It just feels like a banjo is supposed to feel.
Well, good. So these are done in a nitrocellulose lacquer finish. A little bit more simple appointments than like their Festival Pro. Well, actually, Festival Pro is going to be the same deal with a few changes, but their Vintage 35, which is their kind of top of the line banjo, and you've played some of those before, and I have too, and we've had some in here. Just a little bit more simple. If you noticed on that resonator, it's no rings on the inlay. So, you know, a lot of people are used to mahogany banjos with the 2 rings in there. But they kind of made that a little more simple in order to bring the price down. This is a really kind of affordable American-made banjo with that Gibson-y sound, which is kind of really cool. It has a Sullivan 20-hole vintage tone ring, which me and you know was the same tone ring that they actually formulated for the blackjack model, which was you know, the J.D. Crowe blackjack model, and you've played some of those, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And a really cool sounding banjo. So in your opinion, very kind of, I know in what I kind of thought of it is very vintagey kind of sounding banjo.
It sounds very deep, and it's not deep at all. Literally not deep at all, but it sounds very huge. I don't know really how to describe the tone other than it's just right.
And this banjo really hasn't had a whole lot of setup, but it just seems to have a lot of that tightness to the notes, but still have that big bottom end.
Yeah, huge bottom, but still crisp. It's hard to get that in a banjo, and this has got that very much.
So another really cool feature that this banjo has is their timeless timber bridges. Sullivan's been doing this, and I know a lot of companies are doing thermo-cured or torrefied woods. And this is a maple bridge, just like normal, but they kind of bake it in order to kind of age it. What they're actually doing is baking it at extreme temperatures, and it kind of gives that toasted look, but what they're doing is kind of baking out all those sugars and leftover remnants that are kind of inside the wood fibers, and it kind of crystallizes those, and they kind of break down and leave those more open pores, which is what aged wood is actually doing. It's going to continue to, you know, dry out and get a little bit more open and natural, and they're kind of doing that with those bridges, so that's kind of a cool little extra feature.
Yeah.
Overall, just a really cool USA built. These are built in Louisville, Kentucky. You've been over there and talked to those fellas.
Yeah, I did. He's a great guy. He passed away how many years ago?
Oh, it's got to been
a while back.
10 or 15 years.
Super great guy, extremely knowledgeable. He's very much an innovator in bluegrass banjos.
This is what they specialized in. Bill was all about banjos, and it was good to have him formulating banjos and formulating parts. Like I said, we were talking about that 20-hole tone ring that they did. This is one of Bill's formulations before he passed, and it's a well-done overall banjo. We're really impressed with the parts on this banjo, and glad to have it in here. I think it's one of the coolest vintagey sounding banjos that we've had in a while.
Sounds great. Does. It's got everything you want. I'm not even sure. Yeah, you can't overpower it. I mean, it's got the power, it's got the tone.
That's good.
Sounds great.
Well, cool. Well, for a banjo, this thing sounds wonderful. It gets my approval, and it seems to get Justin's.
Gets my approval.
So come check it out. If you haven't been to our website, theacousticshop.com, you can see this banjo and a whole bunch of others. Also, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can find this review, all kinds of other instruments and things as we continue to grow theacousticshop.com. So join us, and we'll see you next time. Yeah.